We have several concrete goals now, so do we want to kind of set up a timeline for when we want to?
Sure. I think, you know, our first goal is to get Kelly on the bus.
Yeah.
And I think the way that we're going to really do that is that we're going to have her use her worry bugs, which I think is just a great idea and something that she's going to do well with. And also some scaling with Mom and with us, maybe even bring in the school social worker and her butterflies, how many is she having in her stomach about getting on the bus.
Yeah.
And that'll tell us too, when she's getting them down in the numbers she reports today when I meet with her later, we'll know when she's ready to maybe have her and encourage her to do more than one day.
Right, and it'll help her now too, what's changing.
And then I think getting outside to recess is another really concrete, good, achievable goal for her. Help her get some of that out. Some of the tools I think we can use is really playing on her strengths again. Maybe having her bring some sidewalk chalk, drawing some pictures, normalizing the experience for her.
Yeah.
And seeing if there's other children that are on the playground or thinking they may be nervous and how might they get over that and help her do that. I also think employing some of our resources at school will be helpful. I will definitely encourage our school social worker to see what she has planned, if she has anything in that arena, she can include Kelly in that. And then our last goal of getting her to kind of say hello to somebody as she gets more confident in some of these things, I think is great. I think we can do a really nice job of maybe using some scaling to see how comfortable she is with saying hello again. I also think, you know, in terms of pulling in some adults, using some of the resources that are already there. And I think, you know, I bet she said hi to someone before and asking some exceptions of what was that like? What made you be able to say hi to that person?
And coping questions,
and some of those coping things might be a really positive way to engage her in those activities.
So how many sessions do you think she might need, and where do you think you see you putting some of these goals?
You know, what I see now, without really getting Dad's side of the picture and making sure there's nothing hidden here that we're not getting, I really think Kelly's a very smart and engaged child, someone who I can see doing things quickly. I think she's had a lot of change and turmoil in her life, and I think as soon as she gets herself centered, we're going to be okay. So I'm thinking anywhere from maybe 6 to 8 sessions. I'd like to shoot for 6 with her.
That's good. And we're also getting to the end of the school year. So
Yes,
it's good to have these
in.
issues resolved with her before she has the whole summer to think about.
Yes, it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. You know, we'll shoot for 6, maybe having to use 8, seeing what goes on with the family. I'd like to get Dad in and see where he's at.
Yeah, and that may change things.
But I'm thinking that's where we want to be. What do you guys?
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, and I think your first couple sessions, really, if that's around like making the worry bug jar and learning to do the scaling.
Yeah. And I'd really like to see Mom and Dad, when we get Dad, really taking a step in from home. And I like how a lot of the activities that we've kind of picked out here include that, and we can really include them from home too. Right,
and we can really teach them how what's important about the scaling and how it helps you measure and see improvement, and externalizing the worry, kind of talking about the worry and not when you're worried, kind of, and making it the worry bugs instead of her tummy. Kind of stuff.
Yeah, so. I think those will be very successful with Kelly.
Sounds good.
That's great.
All right, so we'll pick this up next week. We'll start. I see her this afternoon, so I'm ready to get started. I'm excited, and we'll talk more about some of the family stuff next week. Thanks for your help, guys.
Great, sure.
No problem.